1st Air Refueling Wing in Pittsburgh, currently deployed to Kandahar Airfield, Afghanistan with the 451st Air Expeditionary Wing Communications Squadron. I wanted to give a shout out to my wife, Faith, my mom and my dad, my brother who's also deployed over here. I also wanted to say, let's go Bucks.
America's 235th birthday, we celebrate Independence Day, and today we share with those all over the world America's pastime. A capacity crowd expected to see Game 1 between the Houston Astros and the Pittsburgh Pirates. And happy 4th of July, everybody. With Steve Blass, I'm Tim Neverett. The Chuck Tanner floppy caps, a popular item today. Also popular, the Pittsburgh Pirates. A game and a half out of first place in the Central Division, taking on Houston. 6 of the next 9 games. The Chicago Cubs coming in as well. These are the games, Steve, the Pirates have to win.
Absolutely. There's a lot on the plate, a lot on the table available for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Take a look at the homestand. Tim, while you were away, a great buzz around the city about this baseball team. Everybody I've talked to, they're very, very excited. We should see a lot of people, and it should be a fun week.
Should be a fun game today. Paul Maholm has had great success against the Houston Astros in his career. The left-hander gets the ball. He'll face the right-hander, Brett Myers, who's also had a little bit of success, most of that coming with Philadelphia.
Yeah, and look at that number at the bottom there for Brett Myers, 22 home runs. The Pirate bats are starting to heat up. Let's hope that they can keep it going against this right-hander.
We'll be saluting the troops today during this July 4th telecast and give you the opportunity also to send your shout-outs to the troops around the world. Text your messages to 412-412, and we'll display them during the game. The July 4th game between the Pirates and the Astros coming up. Stripes on this Independence Day 2011, and welcome to PNC Park for this July 4th telecast between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Houston Astros. We are so happy that you're with us on this July 4th holiday. Players wearing special commemorative hats today with the Stars and Stripes logos. The Pirates looking for another win after a winning road trip, 4-3 against the Toronto Blue Jays and Washington Nationals.
Well, Tim, what a welcoming home for the Pittsburgh Pirates. This place is buzzing. They're still coming across the bridge. This is fabulous.
The black and gold and the Chuck Tanner floppy hats today. Very popular item, as we showed you a little while ago. But what a great shot of Pittsburgh, and Paul Mulholland, who has had great success against the Astros, will face this lineup sent out by manager Brad Mills. Michael Bourne, got to keep him off the bases. Keppinger, Hunter Pence, very good in the 3 spot. Lee, Michaels, Downs, Clint Barnes, the shortstop. Carlos Corporan behind the plate. And Brett Myers doing the pitching, batting 9th, facing the lefty, Paul Mulholland.
And you really don't have to say much about Paul Mulholland. He's just been terrific. Don't change a thing. That great ERA, the wins aren't what they should be, but there are background reasons for that. Tremendous work against the Astros in this ballpark.
Michael Bourne takes a strike, and we're underway.
It'll be a hot time in the old town today and tonight. Good stuff in the city of Pittsburgh.
.294 average overall for Michael Bourne. And he taps this one slowly to the right side. Foot race to the bag. Overbay wins it. And one out quickly.
You're right. 35 steals for Michael Bourne. That's the best total in the National League. Couldn't keep him off the boards.
Behind Paul Mulholland this afternoon, Alex Presley makes his 2011 PNC Park debut in left field. McCutchen and Jones, and Harrison, Darno, Walker, and Overbay the infield, with Michael McHenry doing the catching. Chase Darno getting an opportunity to play here for the first time this season as well at shortstop. He did get a chance to play here as a third baseman. Here's Keppinger, line drive to McCutchen. He'll watch it bounce in front of him. But Keppinger's got the first hit of the ball game today.
Yeah, and don't take these Houston Astros for granted. They don't have a great record, 29-56, but they're 4th best in team batting average in the National League. They can move the ball around with the bats.
Keppinger, former Bucco, found a home there in Houston. A decent batting average for him at .325. It's very good.
It's decent.
But this guy's been excellent. Hunter Pence, he's got an 8-game hitting streak going on right now. .322, 10 and 57. The doubles number is big at 23. Pence with the 3rd best batting average among qualifiers in the National League, behind Jose Reyes of the Mets. He's hitting .354 starting action today, and Matt Kemp of the Dodgers also hitting .322. So Pence actually tied for 2nd.
No stranger to the Houston Astros. Paul Mulholland making career start number 19.
On ball to the left side. Harrison not going to be able to make the play. And Keppinger will go all the way to 3rd. And a bad break there for Josh Harrison. Turns into a base hit for Hunter Pence. He's now hit in 9 straight for Houston. And right away, the Astros threatening.
Yeah, he got enough of the glove on the ball just to deflect it in the opposite direction. Died in left center field. No man's land. Keppinger wasn't going anywhere, but just kept on trucking when he saw the ball die in the grass.
Well, Mulholland trying to keep the Astros off the board. He has struggled in the first inning of games this year. 10 of the 41 runs he has allowed overall have come in the first inning. Michael McHenry giving the signs as Carlos Lee gets set to face Paul Mulholland. 1 out. And runners at the corners. Double play is in order here. And Lee a candidate. Not this time, however, as he lifts it deep to left center. Alex Presley gives way to McCutchen. Pence will tag. And the Astros, it's Keppinger rather scoring, and the Astros have a 1-0 lead. Sacrifice fly and RBI for Carlos Lee. Today's broadcast is on AFN, the American Forces Network, broadcasting to the U.S. Armed Forces, serving in 175 countries and aboard ships at sea. They're watching around the world in Iraq, Afghanistan, Germany, Italy, Southwest Asia, South Korea, and Japan. Welcome. Jason Michaels will take a strike. 1-0 Houston. Keppinger base hit and a run scored. A sacrifice to McCutchen by Lee. 46th run batted in by Carlos Lee. 2 outs and 2 strikes for Houston in the first.
Speaking of former Buccos, Jason Michaels, a Pirate. And Paul Maholm, last 5 starts, he has given up a total of 7 runs. It doesn't get much better than that.
He's hoping the Pirates bats can give him some runs today like they gave Kevin Correa yesterday. Pirates beating the Nationals in Washington, D.C. 10-2 yesterday, and before you could blink it was 8-0 Pirates. They had 3 runs in the first and 5 in the second, and Kevin Correa now among the leaders in baseball with 11 wins. 1-2 pitch. They'll stay 1-2. Astros 29-56, 16 games back in the Central, and coming off of a homestand where they went 1-8. They were swept most recently by the Boston Red Sox, and a 2-1 game won by Boston yesterday in which the winning run was walked in. So they have found some ways to lose that have been unpleasant. And Brad Mills' second year as skipper of the Astros. Hunter Pence, an all-star. Here's Brad Mills, came over from the Red Sox, was Terry Francona's bench coach there 3 seasons ago. 1-2, and Michaels takes a close one. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Mills had also worked in player development in the minor leagues with the Dodgers, was their AAA manager at one point in Las Vegas. 2-2, and Michaels looks at ball 3.
Well, there's going to be well over 35,000 people here in this ballpark today, and they're already revved up. The Astros have scored one, and they're starting to give up a little rhythmic applause now. They're just on the edge of their seats waiting for anything good to happen that's created by the Pirates. So this could be a lot of fun this afternoon.
Time is called as Maholm got set. Paul, 29 years of age, from Hattiesburg, Mississippi. Went to Mississippi State. 3-2 pitch. Missed inside, and he's walked Michaels. Jason Michaels down to first. Hunter Pence moves into scoring position at second base. Take a look at our Barrel Automotive league leaders stat for lowest home ERA for the Pirates since 1969. Paul Maholm on the list. Jerry Royce at the top. Had a 1.56 earned run average in 1975. Doc Ellis, Doug Drabek, Rick Rhoden, and there is Paul Maholm. 2.08 here in 2011. Barrel Automotive, definitely worth the click at barrel.com. And Paul misses against Matt Downs.
We told you how good Paul has been against the Astros in this ballpark. 6-1 with a ERA under 2, 193 and 9 starts. So not just a start or 2, but 9 starts. He's been very good. As we said, 19th career start against the Astros. He's 10-6 going into today's game.
Stretch, 2 on, 2 out. 1-0 is in for a strike. Joel Hanrahan, the Pirates' lone all-star representative. Well, you never know, that could change in the next couple of days, depending. Hanrahan is heading to Phoenix for the all-star game. Line shot right at Harrison. Astros end up getting a run on 2 hits. They leave 2. And the Buccos hoping to get the bats going when we come back.
Pittsburgh Pirates, just want to wish all the men and women of the armed forces a happy 4th of July. Thank you for all you've done.
Hi, this is Jeff Bannister with the Pittsburgh Pirates. I'd like to take this time to tell all the men and women in the armed forces a happy 4th of July. Stay safe, and thanks for all that you do.
And throughout the course of the telecast today, special personal messages from the Pirates players and staff. And you can also deliver your personal messages via text message. Just text us at 412-412, and during the course of the telecast, we'll be scrolling them along the bottom of the screen so you can get your messages and your shout-outs into the armed forces today. Pirates lineup brought to you by Toyota. Alex Presley leads off. Chase Darno in the 2 spot. Then Jones and McCutchen. Neil Walker batting 5th. Overbay, Harrison, Michael McHenry, the catcher, batting 8th. And Paul Maholm, the pitcher, batting 9th, facing right-hander Brett Myers.
3-7 with a 4.60 ERA. This is 18th start.
And Presley will take a strike. Brett Myers, longtime Philadelphia Philly. And Presley goes the other way, fouling out of play. He is behind 0-2. Myers, 30 years of age. He's out of Jacksonville, Florida. Facing Alex Presley, who has done nothing but impress since coming back to the big leagues. 0-2 inside. His first major league home run in his very first game this season. Remember, he played in 19 games last year as a September call-up, but he'd never been in the big leagues before September 1st until this year. Called up and against the Blue Jays, hit one into the right field seats. 1-2. He takes outside. Count even 2 balls and 2 strikes to Presley. Red, white, and blue necklace today. Myers ready. The 2-2 pitch. And Presley bangs one to right field. He's going for 2. Here's the throw. Is out. Overslid the bag. He had a leg double there. They'll get credit for a base hit, but thrown out by Hunter Pence.
And that's inexperience. There's really no need for him to take that chance there. Pence throws very well. If the throw is initially on line, he's going to be out early. Pirates have something going in the bottom of the first, and then it stops going. You can tell. You want to think that over before he makes that commitment again. Get that speed on first base right away. It's a good start.
Presley in the dugout with 1 out. There's Chase Darno. Takes a strike. That can change a lot of things around. You get the leadoff man aboard. There are some things you can do. Presley can run. And facing a guy in Carlos Corcoran, who the last time the Pirates saw him in Houston did not throw the ball well to second base. Darno lifts one to shallow right. Keppinger makes way for Pence. 2 down. I think Alex is thinking that one over.
Well, it looks great if it works, for sure. Just didn't work that time.
I think you have to appreciate the hustle, though. If you look at one positive that came out of that, you're going to see that type of play, that aggressive style and hustling style of play out of that kid. Here is Garrett Jones. 9 home runs on the year for Garrett. 32 runs batted in. Jones had a home run in the series against Washington. Hit one to the deepest part of the ballpark in deep left center field at Nationals Park. One was inside. And Andrew McCutchen yesterday felt the sting of being an all-star snub. 2-0 pitch. It's 2-1.
Strike zone presented by Range Resources. That one's 50-50. I can go either way.
Jones goes down the left side of the field and deep. And this ball is off the base of the wall. Another extra base hit for Garrett Jones, his 14th double of the season.
And perfectly done, slicing away as the left-hand batter from Jason Michaels down into the corner. Slices it. Full house.
Reaction from McCutchen.
They think he's an all-star.
Clint Hurdle, talking to the press earlier today, said that Major League Baseball whiffed when it came to not putting Andrew McCutchen on the All-Star team. He said baseball whiffed, the players whiffed in their voting, and he also said the Giants manager Bruce Bochy whiffed. He said everybody whiffed on it. That McCutchen certainly deserved to be an All-Star. And is not at this moment going to Arizona for the Midsummer Classic. Jones off of second, the 0-1. That one is high. Day Automotive, key matchup. Andrew McCutchen, career versus Brett Myers, 8 out of 13 with a double and a run batted in. Plus a walk. He has been red hot on the road trip to Toronto and to Washington. Day Automotive, we're going to make your day. And Andrew McCutchen hopes to make all these fans' day by getting something done here. And Walker on deck.
Close. We see a lot of sliders from Brett Myers. He's got a good one. That one missed.
2-2 to Kutch. He goes down the right field side, fouling it off.
Red hot. When you're hitting 615, you are smoking. 8 for 13.
Brett Myers getting ready to deliver the 2-2 pitch to Andrew McCutchen with Garrett Jones at second base. No score, bottom of the first.
I don't look for him to get much to hit here with an open base. The guy that gets hit is the Houston Astros catcher.
That'll ring your bell.
Clank. Next time he hears the phone ring, he's going to answer the doorbell.
When this ball comes thrown to him from Myers, he better catch the one in the middle. Another.
Thank you, sir. I'll have another. See, it's the ballpark. This is not a good place for catchers.
Umpires get it too.
Hey, well, we have a minute, Tim. You know, a lot of people on our Root Sports crew. I really can't say this personally, but hope to speak for them by saying that many times a simple thank you to the men and women of the armed forces doesn't seem enough. But trust me, from all of us here at Root Sports, a heartfelt thank you, thank you. All us. Send that along.
We've got Dan Potash here from Root Sports, and he'll be introducing us to some families of some members of the armed services who are on hand today. 2-2. Inside, full count. Pirates offered tickets to members of military families for this game today as well.
Extended at bat, and I still don't expect to see something right down the middle of the open base.
And the payoff pitch is clubbed towards short. Barmas fields, throws, and that's the inning. No runs, 2 hits, 1 left. No score after 1 inning.
Baseball on Root Sports is sponsored by Barrel Automotive, Barrel.com, definitely worth the click, and by Sonic, America's Drive-In. It's Sonic Good. Let's go Bucks.
Fans showing their red, white, and blue colors on this July 4th holiday at PNC Park. Black and gold's okay also. Along with Steve Blass and Dan Potash, Tim Neverett here. Paul Maholm getting set to start the top half of the second inning. He'll face Clint Barnes, the Astros shortstop. 1-0 Houston. Barnes, .238 hitter, 3 homers and 13 runs batted in. And Maholm's pitch. This is for a ball, 1-1. One pitch. And a ground ball just wide of third base. 1 ball and 2 strikes now to Barnes, former Colorado Rocky shortstop, until Troy Tulowitzki came along, and then he was pushed over to second base. 1-2. Again, that one is pulled foul.
You know things are going good when it's a packed house already in the second inning. A lot of times the packed house will be packed by the 4th or 5th, and that's fine. But a little load of people in here early for this ball game. Great stuff. What a view. What a look that is.
We've been seeing that a lot lately. Yep. Here at this ballpark, which is a great sign. Great sight to see. Rotunda filled up. Barmes to short. Chase Darno whips it over to first. 1 out. Chase Darno out of Pepperdine. Getting his first taste of big league action here in the last week or so. Filling in for Ronnie Cedeno, who is on the 7-day disabled list with a concussion. So Darno, who had been playing third base until Cedeno got injured during the Washington series, has moved over to short. Carlos Corporon, the catcher. Check swing, foul ball, strike 1. But he played both shortstop and third base as a collegiate at Pepperdine. But for the majority of his professional career has been a shortstop. Popped up, playable for Overbay. 2 gone for the Astros.
There you go, Paul. That's more like it.
Get the 2 quick outs. That helps you out quite a bit. And then you have the pitcher to face next, Brett Myers. Myers with a 129 average. He has 4 hits and 31 at bats. He is a former boxer. You know that?
Brett Myers?
Undefeated. When he was 12 and 13, he competed as an amateur. Went 12-0 as a boxer.
No, you got to hold those kids in the neighborhood. That's what happened.
Ground ball to second. And Walker completes the 1-2-3 inning. Astros gone in order through an inning and a half. It's Houston 1, the Pirates nothing.
and all the guys in Kandahar, Afghanistan. We thank you for your support, and thank you for everything that you do for that you guys do for us, and I hope you guys stay safe.
Andrew McCutchen, an all-star in everybody's minds around here, and in everybody's hearts and minds, the all-stars serving all around the world, including First Lieutenant Ty Kegerice from the United States Army from Johnstown, Pennsylvania, who joins us from a remote area about 100 miles or so west of Kandahar, Afghanistan. Lieutenant Kegerice, it is our pleasure to have you on the air here, being heard around the world today on Pirates Baseball. Thank you for joining us.
Oh, thank you for having me. This is definitely an exciting time for us. We're all big Pirates fans here, and it's great to be watching the game from over here.
Now, my understanding is that occasionally you get out of uniform and you take your uniform hat off and you wear your Pirates hat. Is that right?
Yeah, that is true. Ever since I heard the news and a little beforehand, since I get the opportunity to take my my camo hat on, I like to put on the Pirates cap and wear that around the base.
How much you liking these Pirates this year?
I'll tell you what, it's very exciting to see them doing so well, and if I have to deploy every year to continue this success, I think I'll gladly volunteer to do it.
That's quite an offer. We're not going to go that far, but we hope you get the information about the Pirates as often as possible.
Actually, the first thing I do every morning is I wake up, I get on the internet real quick and check the Pirates score to make sure they continue to do well. So it's been exciting to see them stay above 500, and hopefully they can get the monkey off their back and get the 3 games above here soon.
Let's take a look at how far away Lieutenant Kegerice is from PNC Park via Google Earth, as we take you across the world into Afghanistan. And that is an approximate area of where Lieutenant Kegerice and his troops are.
That's a long way from Johnstown.
Yeah, it's been quite a journey, but we're enjoying ourselves out here, and all the men are doing a great job for us.
Lieutenant, you have a fellow Western Pennsylvanian at the plate. Neil Walker just fouled off a pitch as we are in the bottom of the 2nd inning. 1-0 Houston, and Neil with an 0-2 count on him. Of course, Neil known as the Pittsburgh Kid. Walker will hit, then Lyle Overbay and Josh Harrison. Do you have any family here at the game today, Lieutenant?
Yes, I believe my younger brother Sean is in attendance today. I think he brought 2 of his friends with him as well.
Lieutenant, have you had a chance to convert some of your buddies over there to Pirate fans when they weren't originally headed in that direction?
Well, we actually have a couple guys from the eastern part of the state that are, were Phillies fans, but I think we converted them over to Pirates fans for this season.
It's a good idea. Now, I understand you are watching the game with some of your fellow soldiers right now on AFN.
I am, yes. I have about 9 other soldiers and airmen here, all Pennsylvania Guardsmen, and lots of Pirates fans. I see a lot of hats and a lot of memorabilia around the room right now.
No balls and 2 strikes to Neil Walker, and the pitch from Myers is hit in the air to left center field. After it is Michaels, and he makes the catch. Lieutenant, can you get the group of soldiers with you to give us a "Let's Go Bucks"?
Oh, absolutely.
Let's hear it.
I'll bring them all over. We'll give a good shout.
All right.
All right, are we going to do it? All right, guys. Ready? Yep. All right. 1, 3. Let's go, Bucks!
All right. That is good, like you're next door. Well done.
Lyle Overbay smacks a single to center field.
Now, Lieutenant, can you have them do that for the next 34 at-bats, and we'll stomp these guys.
Oh, I can hold that end up. I got no problem with that.
Lieutenant Kegerice, can you pass the telephone to Master Sergeant David Porter?
Absolutely. Thank you for your time. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Ty.
Thank you. Absolutely.
Master Sergeant David Porter is from Mount Pleasant. Another Pennsylvanian with us.
Yes, sir. How you doing?
Master Sergeant, how are you?
Happy 4th of July to everybody back home.
Happy 4th of July.
Great. Yes, sir. We're happy that we're able to everybody, and we had a good day. We had a barbecue here for all the soldiers and the other Americans that are here in Chachran, and we're glad that we're able to speak to you today.
And you are from the Police Operational Mentor and Liaison Team, United States Air Force and Army combined force. And what is it that you'll be doing there in Afghanistan? Other than helping the pirates get hits, as Harrison's got one.
Well, what exactly we do is the local Afghan National Police, we mentor them with their training so that they can take over the mission from us eventually. And we're happy to do it, and they're doing a really good job.
You have some family at the game today.
Yes, I do. I got my wife, Dana, and my 3 children, Brianna, Cassandra, and Isaiah, and my father, Dave.
Now, are they all holding down the fort in Mount Pleasant?
Yeah, yes, they are, and I can't wait to get back to see them.
Two men on here with 1 out in the bottom of the second. Pirates threatening. Catcher Michael McHenry at the plate. And Master Sergeant, how nice was it for you to have Andrew McCutchen mention your name on not only regional television here, but international television today?
It's actually unbelievable. I mean, we're all crowding around the TV watching it, and we're actually videoing, and we're really having a good time. We appreciate the opportunity. I got a lot of people in the background saying America, and yeah, we're having a good time.
Let us convey to you that you guys are the heroes. We've got some baseball players here and some baseball fans, but back home, back here, you are the ones that are regarded as heroes, and that's sincere.
Well, we do appreciate all of our home support, because if it wasn't for them, you know, we couldn't do our job and have their support.
When do you expect to return home?
Well, we're hoping to be home sometime around Thanksgiving, but we're not sure. Might be later on in the year.
Well, we certainly hope that you can be back here for Thanksgiving, because it would be a mutual celebration for sure.
Yes, it would be.
And when you return home, we would love you to be a guest of ours next summer here at PNC Park from Root Sports. How's that?
You got it. We'd all like to do that.
Master Sergeant David Porter, he's from Mount Pleasant. Again, is in a very remote area, about 100 miles or so west of Kandahar in Afghanistan. And we had hoped to get a satellite hookup to show video of them today, but they're in such a remote location we were unable to do that. But very happy to have them with us by phone.
Yeah, I can't say enough for Mr. McConnell. He was our contact over here, and he really came through for us, and we do appreciate everything Parks and the Pirates organization has done for us.
Well, we want you here at the ballpark for sure next summer.
No problem. We're definitely going to be there.
Michael McHenry at the plate. 2 men on, 1 out. Give us one more Let's Go Bucks as a group, will you, Master Sergeant?
Come on. Let's go Bucks. Hold on. We're all coming. We're all coming.
Need another hit right now. That's why we need the Let's Go Bucks here.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Let's go Bucks!
All right.
You got it.
Master Sergeant David Porter from Mount Pleasant. Thanks for joining us, and enjoy the rest of the game, okay?
Thank you, sir. Have a good 4th of July.
Okay, stay safe. Thank you. From somewhere in the vicinity of Kandahar, Afghanistan.
You can only hope they realize how much they're appreciated.
Master Sergeant David Porter from Mount Pleasant. There's the Porter members of the Porter family. We hope to have our Dan Potash catch up with them a little bit. Michael McHenry rips one to left field. Here comes Overbay, and the ball game is tied.
Well, thanks, guys. It worked. The Let's Go Bucks actually worked. And no hesitation by Nick Leva to run on the arm of Jason Michaels. And the Pirates tied up, and they're still in business.
He's got right out in front of that one, ripped it to the hole on the left side of the infield. McHenry with his second Major League RBI.
Nick Leva waving the arm, no hesitation whatsoever.
And that's McHenry's first Major League RBI with a hit. His first RBI came when he walked with the bases loaded yesterday. Now Mulholland will try to put two men into scoring position. Squares to bunt, takes the ball. Nick Leva back after missing a handful of games with a sore back. His back locked up on him in Toronto after the second game there. He actually spent the night in the hospital there on Wednesday night.
Run it to first base.
And Mulholland.
And the reason I say that, Carlos Lee is not an accomplished infielder, most of his time having been spent in left field. So if possible, make him handle the ball.
Mulholland has had 3 successful sacrifice bunts so far this season. And trying for a fourth, and he'll have to do it with 2 strikes on him.
I normally like to push that ball to third base. That makes it automatic, but I never know what Carlos is going to do with the ball. So we'll see if it remains on the bunt sign.
Harrison at second base and McHenry at first, and the 1-2. And he slashed it foul. So he'll hang in there. Great to catch up with some of the members of the armed forces from western Pennsylvania area and over in Afghanistan.
You can only imagine the enjoyment they have getting away from what they do all the time to be able to enjoy a ball game and send along a message to the folks back home.
And as we say goodbye, when Overbay was coming around third after McHenry's hit, the folks in the truck could hear an enormous roar from the room. A great cheer as they were happy to see their Buccos tie it up. And now a full count on Paul Mulholland with 2 on and 1 out.
Well, this could really open the door if Myers misses.
Myers looks at second. Now comes home with a payoff. Strike 3 call, and Mulholland worked him for a lot of pitches, but goes down on strikes.
Well, we told you that Paul Mulholland very experienced against the Astros, and same on the other side. Brett Myers making his 12th career start against the Pirates, 6-4. First 11. He's won 90 major league games. Very good lately. His last 3 starts, 22 innings, just 7 earned runs. This guy has been an innings eater all of his career. He's out there for a long time, most starts.
Presley takes ball 1. Harrison with good speed is in scoring position. He represents the go-ahead run. Presley with a base hit in the first inning, but was thrown out trying to stretch it to a double. Had it beat, but he overslid the bag and was tagged out by Barnes, the shortstop. And Presley, a base hit to right field. Here comes Harrison. The throw from Pence is in time to get him. Corporon held on to it. And Harrison, colliding with Corporon, got the worst of it. Out to third base as Josh Harrison is being worked on right now down in the tunnel. Base hit by Presley here, and the throw by Pence, and Corcoran blocks home plate on Harrison.
Well, Pence throws extremely well. Great throw and a great block at home plate.
What a collision. He went face first right into the front side of Corcoran.
Pence now with 6 or 7 outfield assists.
He's got 2 in the first 2 innings. He looks a little cut up right there. See the blood coming out. Harrison helped off between innings. And no word yet as to whether or not he's going to come back. As the Pirates do not have a third baseman out there. They're waiting to the last moment to see if Harrison can continue.
Looks like he's going to get his glove.
Brandon Wood tapping him on the backside. So they're giving Josh some time. See the sprinkles of blood on the front of his game uniform. Getting an opportunity to get ready to go.
You gotta like that. He took a pretty good shot. Clears his head out a little bit, and he's back out there. You gotta like it. Well, the Astros had to do everything perfectly. It had to be a perfect throw and a perfect block, and they got it done. So it was the right thing to do to send the runner, Josh Harrison. 99%, maybe almost 100% time, but not absolutely 100% time. You're going to be safe there. They had to do too many things correctly, and they did it.
Fairly strong throw, but it looked like it was short hop by Corcoran. So a tough play for the catcher, and he made it. Mulholland facing the top of the order. Michael Bourne tries to bunt his way aboard, testing Harrison. Bare hand throw. He got it! Oh, what a play! What a play by Josh Harrison to retire Michael Bourne.
That's right out of Central Casting, isn't it? He gets hurt, comes back to a nice cheer, makes a terrific play on a bunt by one of the best bunters in the National League.
That's a big time defense. Jay Hay. One out.
Good baseball play.
Jeff Keppinger will be up. Keppinger had a base hit his first time up. And this one is wide of third base for a foul ball. Strike one. Paul Mulholland has a 1-1 score behind him at this point in time. Pirates out hitting the Astros 6-2 in the early part of the game. Oh, 0-1. Now it's 0-2.
Well, Paul, one start this year against the Houston Astros. 7 innings, just gave up 1 run, but came away with a no decision. Just 1 run. You can't pick up a win with that, but that'll tell you a lot about the season that Paul Mulholland has had. That was back in May. 7 innings, 1 run, no decision.
0-2 is up and in. You see scrolling at the bottom of your screen 4th of July greetings to the troops. The fans have texted in at 412-412. You can send your messages right now to troops watching all around the world on AFM, American Forces Network. It's great to talk to the guys in Afghanistan. Some other Pennsylvanians who are over there. Master Sergeant Evan Melendez from Johnstown. He's in the Army. Staff Sergeant Jason Barclay also in the Army from Johnstown. And a base hit. And Keppinger's 2 for 2. Staff Sergeant Mike Riggle from the Air Force in Moon. Staff Sergeant Matthew Smith, also from the Air Force, from Connellsville. A 1-out Keppinger at first. Hunter Pence at the plate. Pence with a base hit in the first, now has a 9-game hitting streak. Ground ball to third. Backing up Harrison. And he dropped it once and dropped it twice. Could have been a double play. Could have at least had the lead runner. Turns into an error. And now 2 on with 1 out.
And twice now the Pirates have had trouble with the ball just wide of third base. First one was ruled a base hit. This is a flat out error. So Josh coming off a good play on the bunt from Bourne. Not able to handle this ball. Now Paul Maholm's going to have to see if he can pick up his third baseman.
Carlos Lee, otherwise known as El Caballo.
Hunter Pence going to keep hitting the ball in that direction until the Pirates can handle it in clean fashion. They haven't yet after 2 tries.
Carlos Lee had a sacrifice fly and a run batted in the first inning. He's responsible for plating the first Houston run today, the only one they've got so far. 1 out. First and second for the Astros. The pitch. And a strike call. Pirates played the Astros in Houston in mid-June. Swept them there. They've won 5 of 6 games against the Astros this season. One to center field. That'll be a hit and another run. As Keppinger comes around third and scores, and Lee has driven in both Astros runs. It's 2-1. Hunter Pence at third base now.
Well, the Pirates got to clean it up a little bit. The last time they played a day game, the last game they played here was against the Boston Red Sox, and it was not a pretty game. 4 errors and 6 walks. You don't want to go down that road again.
Carlos Lee, 2 runs batted in. He has 47 on the year. His power numbers have been down, however, which popped up and out of play by Jason Michaels. And here's a guy that had several 20-plus home run seasons. He's had 11 consecutive seasons with 20 or more home runs starting the year. Carlos Lee. Right now he's sitting at just 7 homers.
Well, here's a guy with a lot of power at home plate right now too. Jason Michaels. Good block by McHenry.
Michael McHenry with the block. Something he has been known for, become known for. Also known as the Fort. Fort McHenry. Can't get anything by him. Michaels pounds this one foul and out of play. One and two. Well, a lot of folks enjoying their 4th of July holiday with the Pirates today at PNC Park. Capacity crowd.
At the ideal situation. Ball game, barbecue, fireworks. There'll be some fireworks around this western Pennsylvania area tonight. It will be loud and it'll be long into the evening. A lot of fun tonight.
We've had a couple of days of those. I was hearing them and seeing them last night. We get back from Washington. Just driving home, could see them. Down on strikes goes Michaels.
Yep. Paul Maholm pulled a string. Nice job to get what we hope is a very important second out and hold that runner at third base. See that ball outside the strike zone. Paul took a little something off. Slow it down. Still looks good for Paul.
Good look at that changeup on the AGH cam.
Good time to pick up your first strikeout of the game for the Pirate left-hander.
Well, Matt Downs, who lined out to the third baseman Harrison, his first at bat to end the first inning up there with 2 on and 2 out.
So if you like that changeup to Jason Michaels, well, we'll take some more off instead of 81-72.
I think Maholm has a competition with Jeff Karstens to see who can throw the slowest curveball. So far, Karstens is winning that with a 66-mile-an-hour slop drop curve.
Karstens will go in tomorrow's game against Wandy Rodriguez. I'd like to say happy birthday to Jeff's dad, Jeff Karstens, watching in San Diego today. Jeff wanted to make sure we passed that along to you. 1-1, a little chopper. Charging is Harrison. Gloves, throws, and Overbay can't dig it out. Another run comes in. Going to third is Lee. And d'Arnaud is down. And going to second base is Downs. So sloppiness out there on the part of the Pirates.
That was ugly.
Now it is 3-1 Houston.
Wow. Followed the bouncing ball because it's bouncing all over the place. Josh has a chance to make this play. We don't get the pick. Bobby Meacham, first base coach, gets out of the way. Not good to third. And not going to be in time to get to second. Well, I guess as the dust settles, it's good that they only got one run. It looked like there were going to be 7 people running around.
So 2 errors charged on the plate. Josh Harrison gets charged for the low throw, and then an error charged to Overbay that allowed Downs to move to second base. So no run batted in for Downs. 3 errors in the inning, 2 of them by Harrison, 1 by Overbay. And a 3-1 Astros lead.
This has got the look of that game against the Red Sox.
Lots of baseball left, fortunately. Lots of time to clean it up. Pirates seem to be hitting the ball pretty well so far, too, with 6 hits through their first 2 go-rounds. 2-0 to Barmes. That's 3-0. And they will walk Barmes to get to the catcher, Carlos Corporan. Intentional walk. Puts a forced play on anywhere. Corporan coming to the plate. Corporan last time flied out foul to Overbay. Corporan 0 for 1, hitting 161. Jason Castro, who they expected to be their starting catcher this year, was injured during spring training in Kissimmee, Florida. And there is some talk that he is healing a little quicker than anticipated, and there's even some chatter about a possible return this season. He was feared to have been lost for the year. 1-0 pitch and a ground ball to short. d'Arnaud whips it over to second base. They get the forced play there. 2 runs come in, 3 errors. And the Astros with a 3-1 lead.
On Root Sports, and earlier we spoke to Sergeant Master David Porter, who joined us via telephone all the way from Afghanistan. He said his family was at the game. Well, his family is at the game. This is his wife, Dana Porter. And Dana, he told us that he had a barbecue with some of his fellow soldiers earlier today. You had something to do with that barbecue, did you not?
I did. I sent over a big box of decorations that he had asked me to send him. But there was a problem. We thought they weren't going to make it there, but they did, and everything's good now. They had a good day.
Now, I also know that he has not been back in Pittsburgh since January 7th, if I'm correct, but he has been in the country, and it enabled you to kind of make a road trip to go see him.
Yes. First we flew to Louisiana for 5 days to visit him, and then during a layover in Philadelphia, we went and spent 8 hours with him before he went on to Lithuania, and now he's where he's at.
How often do you get a chance to speak with him?
Just about every day. We're lucky this time. We have Skype and Facebook, of course, and then the USO is great there, and he makes free phone calls every day if he wants to.
I'm going to get to the kids in just a second, but guys, if you could pan over with me. This is Dave Sr. We spoke to your son, David, just a few moments ago, and he got together with some of the guys that he's watching the game live on American Forces Network. They did a Pirates cheer, and shortly after the Pirates scored a run. Did David grow up a big Pirates fan?
Yes.
Watch a lot of baseball together growing up?
Well, he grew up in the glory days back in the 90s, early 90s. So.
Well, those glory days are coming back, are they not?
I hope so.
Okay. Hey, before we send it back to you guys come in real close. See that camera out in center field? Your dad's probably watching live right now. You want to say hello?
Hello.
Want to say hi to your dad?
Hi, Dad. Hi, Dad.
Hi, Dad. Guys, let's send it back to you.
Boy, nothing more needs to be said. It's just perfect. Just perfect.
It's got to be a thrill to be able to see his family on TV.
Yeah, how about him hearing and seeing that?
There are the boys all together. Chase Darno rolls one inside of third. Extra bases for Darno. He's in with a double. Third major league double for Chase Darno. And the Pirates with a runner in scoring position. Nobody out.
They are swinging the bats. This one just inside the chalk.
Darno hustling too. He gets down the line and makes that turn very quickly.
You might want to dig your heels in. This could be one of those kind of games.
Garrett Jones at the plate. He doubled his last time up. Went the other way and doubled off the left field wall.
Making noise. The Pirate bats, 7 hits already, just 1 run to show for it, but swinging the bats.
Jones has been locked in lately. It's come back to him. He struggled during the month of May. June he started to come back, and here in July off to a very good start. He's knocked in 5 runs in his last 3 games before today. Had 3 hits and an RBI Saturday afternoon in the first game of a doubleheader in Washington. His home run on Saturday was hit off of a lefty. His first since August of last season when he hit one off Colorado's Randy Flores. 7 of his 9 home runs have come on the road. He'd like to even that up here on this homestand. 1-2 to Jones. Darno at second. Pirates looking at a 2-run deficit. And a ball hit over the head of Myers. Keppinger throws out Jones, but Darno moves down to third. McCutchen coming to the plate, and all-star voting isn't over quite yet. You can vote for the 34th and final player for each league roster until this Thursday. Go to Pirates.com and cast your all-star game final vote for the final 2 all-stars for the game in Phoenix. Vote at Pirates.com. Andrew taking the news fairly well yesterday. He spoke with Clint Hurdle in the dugout prior to the game. Hurdle put his arm around him and talked about the process and what goes into a manager's mind when he picks the all-stars, and the guys that he has control over picking. And Clint had that opportunity in 2008 as the National League All-Star manager after taking the Colorado Rockies to the World Series in 2007. And Clint, a little extra color on that right eye. A couple of days ago in the batting cage in Washington, he got hit with a ball. McCutchen hammers this one deep to center field. It is off the wall. Darno scores. And pulling into second base with an RBI double is Andrew McCutchen.
He is different right now. He is on fire. And these fans loving it whenever he comes to the plate. They expect good things and they get it. That's right in the wheelhouse. You can't miss that ball when you're as hot as he is now, and he doesn't. Pirates with 8 hits.
They certainly appreciate his efforts. Double number 22. Andrew McCutchen has a legitimate chance this year, as long as he has a strong second half, and his second half has started off very strong. He has a legitimate chance to be a 30-30 guy. He's halfway there in stolen bases with 15. Home runs, he's got 12. But he's starting to hit a lot of balls deeper and deeper.
Now we can square up this game right now and get on the other side of those 3 errors with a base hit.
It has been almost a month for Neil Walker since he hit his last home run. That was on the 5th of June here against Philadelphia.
But he's up there against the right guy. Only Bronson Arroyo has given up more home runs than Brett Myers. His 22 trail Bronson by 2.
1-1. That one hanging over the plate for a called strike. Walker, a switch hitter, batting left-handed. Leads the team in RBIs with 54. Yesterday, a 3-for-5 game in Washington with 2 runs batted in. Walker, foul tip, and Corcoran couldn't hang on. So Neil stays alive.
Let's slow it down for you. AGH Cam, not a great swing of the ball too far outside, but staying alive.
Here comes the 1-2. And Walker fouls it back.
I think a lot of people remember Brett Myers last year. His first 32 starts, he went at least 6 innings. I mean, you talk about an innings eater that will take you deep into the ball game. It's pretty much being a guy you can count on. But so far this year, just 3 wins. That effort, by the way, compiled into a 14-win season for him last year.
Walker to the right side. Keppinger, diving stop, throws him out. But now the tying run is 90 feet away with 2 outs. Pirates have been having success for the first half of the season. PNC achievement, Pirates' best winning percentage at the All-Star break from 1993 on. Look at the numbers there. Right now, Pirates of 2011 on top. The Buccos were 49-39, 10 up at the All-Star break in '92. PNC for the achiever in you. And with the schedule coming up, the Astros have the worst record in baseball and are in last place in the Central. The second to last place team, the Cubs, coming up. These are the types of games, Steve, the Pirates know they have to win in order to make hay. And Overbay, a base hit, ball game tied. How do you like that?
Dig your heels in. It is going to be that kind of game. You know, we talk about the Pirate bats, and what are that, almost double figures now, 9 or 10. The last 7 games, they scored 33 runs, so we've been hoping these bats would heat up to help the pitching, and that looks to be the case.
Lyle Overbay lately has been storing his bats in an oven. They're hot now. He's been hitting very well last few days. He had 3 hits and 3 runs batted in yesterday's game in Washington, and now starts with 2 hits and 2 at bats with another run batted in. RBI number 34 for Overbay. Harrison's 1 for 1. And that has a 1-0 count on it. John Tumpain, the young umpire down there. Josh Harrison's got the cotton in the nostril. Keep that blood where it is. We're getting that collision with Carlos Corcoran, the catcher, in the 2nd inning. See the blood stains on his shirt. past third. If you didn't see it, joined us a little bit late, take a look at it. Alex Presley with the base hit, and then Harrison colliding here with Corporon, who really didn't move all that much. He blocked the plate, held on to the ball.
And Josh had his head up and paid the price for it.
Folks, this one on a play foul.
Well, somebody's going to tell him in that dugout, the next time you do that, come up with your arms in front of your face, because the guy holding the ball's got all the equipment on, and he's already got his territory established. But Corporon did a great job taking the short hop, getting the ball, and then just holding his ground and finding the runner as best he could. He was positioned properly, just perfectly.
From the air to shallow right. Up to Pence out. Make the catch. Pirates get 2 more on 3 hits. Couple of doubles. D'Arnaud and McCutchen. And Overbay and McCutchen with RBIs. Break. A salute to the thousands of active and retired military who are on hand here today, and a standing ovation from a sellout crowd on this July 4th.
Yeah, over 10,000 as guests of the Pittsburgh Pirates. Class.
Pirates trying not to disappoint. They gave away 2, got 2 right back, and have tied the game at 3 as we go to the top half of the 4th inning. Along with Dan Potash and Steve Blass. Thank Tim Neverett, and guy's tired out, isn't he?
It's all right. He's got those big arms around him. He's fine.
One of the highlights of the Pirates season this year off the field was again a trip to the Navy SEALs base in Coronado Island, Southern California. Harrison talking with Mike Sandoval, one of the trainers. They want to get him worked on here. He's just,
well, when you take a shot like that, you got a bloody nose. That's the minor part. You know, you can get shoulder jammed because he took a shot, and the Houston catcher Corporon did not budge. So Josh took the brunt of that.
Yeah, he doesn't want to come out right now. Umpiring crew giving the Pirates a minute to get him fixed up, to see if he can come back out or not. And it appears as though he will not. Looks like Brandon Wood getting the glasses. He'll come out and replace him. Josh Harrison looks like he's going to be done for the afternoon. This gives us a moment or two to give you our AT&T Mobility trivia question. Before Joel Hanrahan, 3 other Pirates were selected to the All-Star game via the player ballot. Can you name them? I think the most recent one now plays for the Atlanta Braves. Another one is with Seattle, I think. I can't think of the third one. Flotilla out there.
Oh, you got a regatta.
Yep. Brandon Wood in at third for Harrison in the 4th inning. The Pirates down a man on the bench right now. Fred Myers, the pitcher, will lead off, facing Paul Maholm. Back to square one. 3 runs apiece. Pirates with 9 hits on the board already. Pirates did not take batting practice here today. Instead, they took infield.
Well, they took BP after the anthem, or in the midst
well,
of
they've been taking it
practice
since the game started. But they hit underneath in the cages today. But when the fans come in, usually you'll see a team taking batting practice. Usually it's the visitors. They catch the end of the home team when the gates open and then see all of the visitors batting practice if you get to the ballpark early. Today, if you got to the ballpark early, you saw the Pirates coaches out there hitting ground balls to the guys. 2. Ball wide of third.
There have been at least 15 balls hit wide of third, foul so far. We're in the 4th inning. Yeah, well, they keep track of that too.
Keep track of everything.
Paul Maholm got a huge out against Corporon to leave the bases loaded, pitching in and around 3 errors.
On the right field line, foul.
And you can say the 2 runs scored, but 3 errors in 1 inning. You can see a 6 or 7 put up when you have that kind of situation. And big out to lead them loaded. And here we are, 3-3. So we have withstood that salvo.
2 balls, 2 strikes to Myers. He grounded out to Neil Walker at second base his first time up.
We've got all the military people in here. It looks like we've got the armada, the flotilla, out in the river. So we're well protected.
Here comes the 2-2. Fills up the count. Yeah, the volunteer Navy's out in the river. There's the river rescue team.
You talk about a busy weekend for them.
Payoff pitch. He got him. Second strikeout for Maholm. 1 down for Houston in the 4th. Coming up, it's another Sunday Kids Day here as the Pirates take on the Chicago Cubs Sunday at 1:35. All kids 14 and under get pierogi wind-up racers, courtesy of Mrs. T's Pierogies. Come early for the #1 Cochran Kids Fun Zone on Federal Street. After the game, kids get to run the bases thanks to H.K. Anderson Pretzels. Get your tickets at pirates.com. Those 2 pierogies there were the 2 different ones than were given out last year. So you get those 2. You got them last year. You'll have the full set. Michael Bourne up for the 3rd time. He's 0 for 2. Brandon Wood playing way in on the grass at third base to protect against the bunt. Bourne tried to bunt in the 3rd inning, and Josh Harrison made the defensive play of the game on it. 2-0 to shortstop. Darno, quick release, got him. 2 down.
Big part of the game, keeping Mr. Bourne off the base paths.
If you can keep him off the base paths, you've got a chance to win because he scores an awful lot of runs, steals an awful lot of bases. He's 3rd in runs with 57 scored. Scores 1st in steals with 35.
This is a guy that's off to a good start in this game. 2 hits and a real good defensive play. Jeff Keppinger.
Hit twice, scored twice. He's come across with 2 of the 3 Houston runs. And the Pirates kicked the ball around a little bit in the 3rd inning. 2 errors by Josh Harrison, 1 by Overbay, so 3 errors in all. But considering there were 3 errors in the inning, Steve, Pirates get out of it pretty cheaply, giving up just 2 runs. Could have been worse.
Hard to overcome 3 in the course of a ball game, let alone 1. There they are even.
Pirate bats going today. There's a good looking cap right there. Chuck Tanner floppy. This is Chuck's birthday, by the way.
There's a fan with a fan. And mutual fans.
Neil Walker will throw out Jeff Keppinger. 1-2-3 go the Astros in the 4th. Pirates trying to take the lead in the bottom of the inning.
on Root Sports is sponsored by Toyota. Buy right the first time and save more. Visit your local Toyota dealer for details. And by AT&T. Let's go Bucks.
Welcome back to PNC Park on this July 4th holiday. Steve Blass and Dan Potash. I'm Tim Meffert. Glad you are along with us here. 3-3, bottom of the fourth inning. Michael McHenry takes ball one from Brett Myers. It'll be McHenry, Mahalam, then back to the top of the order, Alex Presley. Pretty nice day today, 82 degrees at game time.
Another foul ball outside third.
Well, the ball girl over there has been earning her money today.
It's been a very choppy first 3.5 innings. Let's see if we can get some rhythm, some flow to this ball game, starting off with our offense.
1-1. And McHenry hammers this one to left field. Way back it goes. It is caught on the warning track by Michaels. Michael McHenry giving it a ride, just not far enough.
Yeah, Jason Michaels not known for his defensive ability, but made a nice play on that ball. Went back, got himself turned around, lined up properly. Above average play by Jason in left field.
Paul Mahalam slowly rolls this one to Carlos Lee. 2 out quickly. We'll bring up the top of the order and Alex Presley. That's one of those off the bat of McHenry. He's probably wondering whether or not he got enough of it. Watching Michaels go back the way he had to go back.
Yeah, that might have been one of his best bolts. That's the end of it, but his turn when the ball came off the bat was the key for him making that catch. Nice job.
Alex Presley 2 for 2. Tried to stretch a base hit into a double in the first inning, got thrown out by Hunter Pence, and when he overslid the bag, he actually had beaten a throw. Started his slide a little too late, went over the bag, and Clint Barmas tagged him on his way to get back to the base. Presley to Lee, toss to Myers. Pirates gone in order for the first time today. We're through 4 full at PNC Park, all even, 3 runs apiece.
I'd like to take the time to thank all the men and women involved in our forces, armed forces across the world. This 4th of July weekend, thank you for your service. Thank you for all you've done. Freedom is not free, and nobody understands it more than you and your family. So from the bottom of our hearts and the Pirate family, thank you.
Nice of Uncle Sam to stop by the ball game today. Nice words from Clint Hurdle as he delivered his message to the troops today. As we'll be hearing from more of the players throughout the course of the ball game today as well. Last inning, we gave you our AT&T Mobility trivia question. The question before Joel Hanrahan. 3 other Pirates were selected to the All-Star game via the player ballot. Can you name them? I'm thinking of Nate McLouth being one in 2008. Right, Steve?
I don't know if you're right.
Jack Wilson, I thought. And then, Jason Bay.
Yeah, there you go.
Couldn't remember Jason Bay. But Jack Wilson in 2003. Those are the guys.
That's an honor to make that trip. You have the possibility of some injuries, or some guys flat out say they don't want to go, which is, I think, a disgrace, but that has happened.
Paul Mulholland pitching to Hunter Pence to start the 5th.
Hit him.
Pence didn't act like it hit him, but home plate umpire Jim Wolf, hearing it just clip off the shirt, part of the shirt, maybe a button.
Still don't see it. Still don't hear it. But done deal.
The go-ahead runner is on here with Carlos Lee, who's driven in 2 runs already today at the plate. Take strike 1. Now Carlos Lee, you'd figured, be a good candidate for a double play. He's managed to stay out of a lot of them. He's only hit into 5. Brett Wallace is the leader in that category for the Astros. He's not in the lineup today. He's hit into 9.
Oh boy, in on the hands, in the kitchen, as they say.
Overbay records the first out.
Sawed off. Yeah, Lyle, you know you've been sawed off like that. It's fun to catch one instead of hit one. Peanut butter and jam.
Jason Michaels 0 for 1 with a walk. Struck out in the 3rd. Was Mulholland's first strikeout victim this afternoon. Hits this one down the line, foul.
Another double play candidate if you can get him to hit it on the ground.
Paul with that sinker would love to get Michaels to hit the ball on the bottom part of the bat. Pence, the runner at first base, hit by a pitch. 1 out. 0-1. 1-1.
That's right. That means the bat is on top of the ball, and the ball has to go into the ground.
First, Pence back in plenty of time. These messages you see at the bottom of the screen scrolling across. Anybody watching today, you can text in your messages to the troops on this 4th of July Independence Day. 412-412 is the number to text. Astros scored a single run in the 1st and 2 runs in the 3rd. Pirates got 1 in the 2nd and answered with 2 in the bottom of the 3rd. Down to 3rd base. Wood, nice play. Goes to Walker for 1. Around the horn, double play.
That's more like it. Nice pick. Nice pick at 3rd base. That was the key.
Send out a special thanks to our armed forces on this special 4th of July. Thank you very much.
Hi, Ray Searage of the Pittsburgh Pirates. I'm the pitching coach. I'd like to thank the men and the women of the armed forces and have a happy 4th of July. Go get them. Thanks.
Hi, this is Jeff Carson of the Pittsburgh Pirates. Just want to wish all our armed forces a happy 4th of July and say thank you for everything you guys do. I don't think words can describe it. Thanks again.
Once again, it's all about the troops on this 4th of July. The Pirates showing their thanks. We, of course, showing ours. And it's also time to introduce Ensign Mark Perry, who has served in the United States Navy for quite some time. Now, before I get to that, you've been home for 10 days. You've served in the Navy since 1992, but you're going to be home for a while. Explain.
Yes. Well, I'm a reservist, so every about 3 years we get called up to serve, and then we run to a cycle of training for 3 years, and then we deploy again. Okay, so 10 days ago, you came home for the first time in 11 and a half months. What's the first thing you did besides the hugs and kisses with the family? Manny sandwich? Did you have an Iron City beer? Did you go to a ball game? What'd you do? I don't know. You couldn't pick just one thing. No, we really didn't. I mean, to be honest, when you come home, it's actually kind of hectic from the as soon as you get home, trying to get family online and everything. So basically, all the family came over to the house, and we all had a little get together. That's all. What's it like to be in this section today with your wife and about, I don't know, 20 or 30 other members of your family, and I guess your extended family, because most of the people in this section are actually related to or have relatives or family that are serving our country now? Yes, we're actually, I mean, my wife was in the Marine Corps, so we have a very, very large family, a very patriotic base. I knew of some guys that were retired, so when the Pirates offered to say, invite other people to the game, I went ahead and called those retired veterans and asked them if they wanted to come, so they're sitting with us also. I'm sure that you feel a tremendous amount of pride on a regular basis, but today may be a little bit different because it's the 4th of July, but you also took part in the pregame ceremony with the American flag and the Cub Scouts that were on hand. Yes. That was actually, that was incredible. I just, just hear the cheer, and I know it was for everybody that has ever served, and I wish everyone could have been here to partake in that and to feel that connection to everybody here, that they're really, the people overseas, that they're not forgotten, even though the people here really do love them and appreciate everything they do, and they understand at the best of their ability as civilians the sacrifice that they're making. So I wish they could have been here to feel that. Ensign Mark Perry, thank you, and thank you for all you do. It's my pleasure. Thank you. Smile on. Guys, it's all yours. All right, thanks, Danny. Thanks, Ensign Perry.
Yeah, what a central theme we have here at the ballpark today. Wonderful central theme.
Chase Darno got himself an infield single. He's at first. He represents the go-ahead run in this 3-3 game in the bottom of the 5th. Garrett Jones at the plate. Nobody out.
I'm still thinking
on deck.
Still thinking long ball, Tim. This guy gives him up.
And Jones would be a great candidate to hit one. 2 balls and no strikes, and this might not be a bad pitch to look for, that home run pitch. Yep. 2-0. Myers knows he needs to come in with one. Jones can sit dead red, wait for a good fastball. Go to first, and Darno gets back.
Yeah, Brett Myers knows the whole program too. When the dust settles on this season, he will put in 10 years in the big leagues after being signed in the first round way back in 1999 by the Philadelphia Phillies. By the way, had a general manager named Ed Wade, who is now the GM here at Houston.
And Jones bangs it to right field. He's got a base hit. Darno will stop at second. 2 men on and nobody out. And Andrew McCutchen waiting. Not bad for Garrett Jones. 2 for 3. Jones aboard. Darno at second base. And Andrew McCutchen, who doubled in a run and scored in the 3rd. He lets that one go. Ball 1. This is the guy you want at the plate. 3:09 with runners in scoring position. And a strike is called. 1 ball, 1 strike.
I get the feeling this is a perfect opportunity for the Pirates to bust something wide open here. Bottom of the 5th inning.
McCutchen taps this one just past third base. Another one, Steve.
Yep. It's 27 now down left field line.
You keeping track?
Yep. Well, the Pirates have 11 hits. If Andrew finds a gap or even gets a base hit, you might see the phone ring down in the Houston bullpen. It's just a ton of base hits off Brett Myers.
1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 on, nobody out. Myers looks at second, now comes home. And McCutchen now fouling it off. One thing that Clint Hurdle has talked about in terms of all-stars, he said there's enough talent in this organization that very soon, he said, in fact, now it shouldn't be that the Pirates get an obligatory representative at the All-Star game. That the Pirates should be sending 2 and 3 and maybe sometimes 4 guys. From the air to right field. Darno tagging. So Darno will go to third. Runners at the corners and 1 out. Our AGH Sports Medicine injury update. Josh Harrison had to leave the game after this play. Hunter Pence throwing him out. Corpora on the block at the plate. Got a bloody nose on this play. And then came back in the ball game. How about this defensive play by Harrison? Absolutely outstanding. But was removed from the game after experiencing dizziness following his time out there running the bases. So he is out. And Brandon Wood replaced him at third base.
Well, they get on the other side of Andrew, toss him 90 feet. Now let's see if Neil Walker can find a way to get the ball out of the infield and get the Pirates up on top in this game.
Walker 0 for 2. 267 with runners in scoring position.
Victimized by a nice play by Jeff Keppinger last time up.
Looks at one for a strike. If Walker can do something, a hot bat right behind him, and Lyle Overbay, who's 2 for 2 today.
I want that big ball, that long, majestic ball.
Nothing in 2.
Now let's see if Neil shortens up. There are occasions when you need to shorten up and think more about contact than the long, majestic fly ball.
Yesterday, early in the game against another right-hander, Jason Marquis, shortened up and kind of paddled it to left field, almost like a tennis player's backhand going the other way. And this time he goes to right field. That'll get down. Darno will score, and Neil Walker has just driven in his 55th run and given the Pirates a 4-3 lead.
Nice piece of hitting. 0-2 count. Not exactly what Brett Myers wanted to do in that particular situation, so he gets on the hit parade. And this ball is right in the sweet spot. Not far enough downstairs for Brett to get away from it, or get away with it, and Neil makes him pay.
If you hang it, he'll bang it. He hung one in there on him.
Everybody on the hit parade except for Paul Maholm now.
Lyle Overbay 2 for 2. He's got 2 on and 1 out. Pirates in front for the first time today. Wouldn't it be nice if Overbay continued this success? Oh boy, he crushed it, but foul. It cleared the Clemente wall too.
Yeah, and that ball had steam on it when it got a piece of a fan up there.
Overbay's last home run was during the last homestand against the Boston Red Sox. Hit a 3-run shot off knuckleballer Tim Wakefield. That was on the 25th of June. We got to see one today. Just the numbers point to it.
Well, the fans would love it. Let's do it for everybody.
Overbay, ground ball to short. Barmes flips to Keppinger, and what a pick by Lee. So the double play hit into by Overbay, but Neil Walker's RBI single makes it a 4-3 lead.
from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, currently stationed at Sadr Air Base, Baghdad, Iraq, with the 447th Expeditionary Security Forces Squadron. I'd like to give a shout out to my wife, Leanne, my sons, Mike, Matt, and Mark, and my daughter, Christine. Hope to see you soon. Let's go Bucks.
That was about 10 minutes before the start of the game today, where Senior Master Sergeant Roy Dunlap from Bethel Park was given the Bucko military salute. We actually had a satellite hookup ready to go from Baghdad to Pittsburgh, but their group got deployed today just before they were going to get settled in to do it. So we're unable to talk to them live, but at least able to see Senior Master Sergeant Roy Dunlap on the big screen prior to the game. 5 other soldiers from Western Pennsylvania are there with him. First Lieutenant Jake Stevenson from Garapolis, Master Sergeant Kevin Daniel from Delmont, Tech Sergeant Mark Wilson from Wexford. As Matt Downs lines one into left center field. And he's going to try. Nope, he won't. He'll put the brakes on and go back to first base. Also Staff Sergeant Keith Gregory from Ohio Township and Staff Sergeant Scott Haythorne from Pleasant Hills.
Now, I'll tell you, if you run into Roy, you better have your act together. He looks like he means business. I bet he does.
Better be squared away.
Thank you, Roy, and all those fellows you mentioned.
So Matt Downs, a leadoff single off Paul Mahalan to start the 6th. Pirates with a 4-3 lead. 4 runs on 12 hits this afternoon for the Bucks.
Yeah, we got a Donnybrook going here.
Clint Barmas is 0 for 1. He was intentionally walked his last time up to set up a force play, which worked out for the Pirates because Carlos Corporano came up next, hit a ground ball, and Barmas was forced at second base. Enjoying it today, no doubt. 0-1. We'll wait, and the throw goes back to first, and Matt Downs gets back. Now, Downs made his name so far this year really as a pinch hitter more so than as a regular player. He's got tremendous numbers as a pinch hitter. Barmas waiting, and the throw to first again. Downs, as a pinch hitter, reached safely in 10 of his last 14 pinch hitting appearances. Pitch up high to Barmas, 1 ball and 1 strike. You know, Barmas was a basketball player too at Indiana State. Transferred in from junior college and baseball coach there. So yeah, he can play basketball too. And then the baseball coach convinced him that he probably wasn't going to the NBA. Said all the indicators are, since you didn't get off the bench this season in basketball, that you're not going to the NBA. So why don't you try to make baseball your full-time deal?
Yeah, it pays pretty well. Give it a shot.
Two balls and a strike. That's outside, 3-1. Must be the shoes. Strike call and the count full.
No, it looks like a pretty complete ensemble to me.
You got a pair of shoes like that?
No, but I'm going to go get some.
Three and 2 the count to Clint Barmas. Nobody out. Matt Downs at first. Paul Mahalan deals. There goes the runner. Ball fouled off. USAA would like to recognize our American military members here at the stadium today. For the troops today. Payoff pitch. And Barmas takes low, ball 4. Now Mahalan pushes the tying run into scoring position with nobody out.
Dave Clark coming in. He wants to almost get up close and personal with Corcoran as he flashes the signs halfway down to home plate.
And when you watch the third base coach for the Astros, he wears out a path between third and the plate.
Very animated.
Ray Searage, Pirates pitching coach, will come out to talk to Maholm. There's Dave Clark. Went into the Hall of Fame at Jackson State. And
he's one of the good guys.
Former member of the Pirate organization. Pirates will be back in action this Friday at 7:05, taking on the Chicago Cubs. It's another Free Shirt Friday. All fans through the gates get a Pirates t-shirt courtesy of Duquesne Light. For tickets, visit pirates.com/Free Shirt Friday. Jose Tabata model. Tabata currently on the disabled list, but feeling better. That shirt was a Free Shirt Friday shirt, and that has been one of the more popular ones. Root Sports was the sponsor that night, and you see a lot of those around town. Tons of them here at the ballpark. So Corcoran tries to bunt, bunts foul. Corcoran, the 8-hitter, the pitcher Myers on deck, nobody out.
Didn't have him bunting the guys over for the pitcher. I don't get that. Dave Clark going through the signs again.
I was just going to say, you'd probably rather have that the other way around with wait for the pitcher.
Yeah, that would be one out. The pitcher could represent the second out and give Paul Maholm a chance to get out of this.
And Corcoran puts the bunt down. Overbay will take the out at first base with Walker covering. So they'll sacrifice and try to get to the pitcher here. Daniel McCutcheon now warming up in the bullpen for the Buccos. Sacrifice 3-4 goes the put out down to third downs. Over to second, Barnes. Brett Myers, so for 2, grounded to Walker in the second inning and then struck out swinging in the fourth.
And one out. A lot of possibilities exist for the Astros now. One specific possibility, squeeze play. Pirates in on the infield that diminishes the success rate of that play.
Pitch inside, 1-0. Myers' dad, Phil, was a boxing trainer and promoter. That's how Brett Myers got into boxing as a kid, 12, 13 years old. And he helped train boxers like Michael Spinks and Larry Holmes.
Talking to another professional boxer. Dave Clark did some professional boxing.
Myers, ground ball. Darno's going to come to the plate, and they've got Downs hung up. McHenry tags him out. Nice job.
Big second out.
Keeps that tying run off the board. Ball was hit in a good spot for Darno to make the play and then throw a strike to McHenry.
Downs has to throw it in reverse, and there's that scenario you're talking about. Now you give Paul Maholm a really good chance to get out of this. He's got to get a tough out, but after the first 2 men reach base, you give the Pirates an out, you get the next one, and one more mile to walk.
Michael Bourne takes outside, ball 1. Bourne had a hitting streak of 11 games snapped yesterday.
Brandon Wood might want to take one more step in because he's not only a guy that bunts a lot, he bunts very well.
And a foul tip into the glove of McHenry for a strike.
And Brandon does take a step or 2 in as the pitch is being delivered. And he's liable to bunt at any count, too. He's not averse to bunting with 2 strikes.
Strike 2 call.
Paul picks up the outside corner. Strike zone. Saying you got a call.
1 ball, 2 strikes to Michael Bourne. Runners on the corners. The pitch on the dirt. Trying to get him to chase. Bourne hits lefties at a 275 clip. Yesterday 0 for 3 against Boston. Had a good series against the Red Sox in spite of the Astros being swept. He went 6 for 13. That's a 462 average. 2-2 pitch. Trying for the corner and missed it.
It's a grind to get outs this afternoon. It's just one of those games where it's a grind. Both pitchers, both starters trying to keep it together in this type of ball game.
This will be the 90th pitch of the afternoon for Mulholland. There will be a 91st. Bourne gets out of that box so well when he pulls a ground ball to that side. That's why he is the leader in infield hits. He has 21 infield hits. More than anybody else in the National League. 136 with a full count. And the payoff pitch. Swung on, hit in the air, foul down the left side.
Well, it's got to be feel like a landslide of offense for Paul. He's got 4 runs to work with. Last start he got 1. Start before that 3. Start before that 1. You get the theme. I want that all year for him. On top of 4 blown saves.
3-2 again. Got him. Strike 3. Mulholland sits down Michael Bourne and keeps the Astros off the scoreboard after 5.5 at PNC Park. It's the Buccos with a 4-3 lead.
With the Pittsburgh Pirates. Happy 4th of July. As we celebrate Independence Day over here, we just want to take time out and make sure we thank you for ensuring that independence for us and for our kids and our future. Thanks so much for all you do. You are not forgotten and you are celebrated today. Thank you.
Hi everyone, this is Charlie Morton with the Pittsburgh Pirates. I want to thank all of our servicemen and women for everything that you guys do, and I want to wish you a happy 4th of July. Appreciate it.
Great day in front of a capacity crowd at PNC Park. Pirates and the Astros, game 1 of 3 on this Independence Day holiday. Sharing the American pastime with you. Thank you. 4-3 Pirates. We go to the bottom of the 6th. And Brandon Wood will lead off. It'll be the bottom part of the order. Wood, McHenry, and Mulholland. This will be Wood's first plate appearance since taking over for Josh Harrison, who left due to some dizziness after running into the catcher Carlos Corporon on home plate. Came out, continued to play, and then after he ran the bases, was lifted from the ball game. Strike 1 to Wood. Oh, 1 pitch. That's 0-2.
16 hits yesterday, 12 so far today. Good sign.
A lot of hitting.
Not quite as efficient today. 12 hits at this point, creating just 4 runs.
Well, they got 1 run on 4 hits in the second inning. 1 run on 3 hits in the 5th. Wood down to third. That is off the glove of Matt Downs. And Brandon Wood gets on board. The leadoff man is on. And an error on the third baseman, Matt Downs. Buckles will take it. Trying to get some insurance this inning if possible.
I'm amazed. There's 7 runs, 17 hits, and 4 errors. Just 7 runs. That could be 18 runs right now.
Oh, Michael McHenry, 1 for 2. Drove in a run with a base hit in the second. He squares. In the on deck circle behind McHenry is Matt Diaz.
Just heard from him.
Matt with a very nice message. He and Charlie Morton delivering their messages to the troops as we came back from break. So that will spell the end of the afternoon for Mulholland. First. And Wood gets back in plenty of time. Good road trip for the Pirates. Took 2 of 3 from the Toronto Blue Jays. And split 4 with the Washington Nationals. There's Diaz.
Paul Mulholland, 6 innings, 3 runs. I think 2 of them were unearned. So 6 innings, 1 earned run, 5 hits, a couple of walks, 3 strikeouts. The last strikeout, a great job against Michael Bourne to put him away and get on the other side of the top of the 6th inning.
So Paul will have allowed 3 earned runs or fewer in 14 of his last 18 starts.
And he'll have to depend on the Pirate bullpen.
Left-hander Sergio Escalona heating up in back of Brett Myers, the starter for Houston today. 1-1, and McHenry does not get the bunt down.
First one was pushed down the first baseline, foul, and this one looks like the concentration was there. He was locked in visually, but couldn't get the job done.
Wood off of first base in the 1-2, and McHenry pops it up. Drifting into foul ground, now back into fair. Now Downs makes the catch. 1 gone for the Pirates in the 6th.
It will not be Matt Diaz.
Paul Mulholland. So not done yet.
Yep. Send Paul up the bunt. Save a body.
Yeah, with the bench already a man short, with Harrison leaving the ball game. We've got our flag up here in the booth. Stars and Bars going at it. Just off to our right. Mulholland bunts a foul. It was nice being in D.C. this close to the 4th of July. Lots of people, and one thing we noticed that the monuments had loads of people around them. We'd come back from the ballpark, you know, about 11 o'clock at night, 10:30, and just people everywhere, even at night, late at night, walking around the city, just loaded up with people. Lots of flags. You see them all set up for the 4th of July festivities by the mall near the Washington Monument. Mahomes gets this bunt down nicely. And he will force Carlos Lee to tag him. That gets Wood over to second base, puts him in the scoring position with 2 down. 4th sacrifice bunt this season for Paul Mulholland. How about that crowd on the rotunda?
They're everywhere.
You know this ballpark is full when the ramps are ringed with people. Here's Alex Presley, 2 out of 3. A chance for an RBI with 2 down against Myers. Takes ball 1. Presley played collegiately at Mississippi. And he and Paul Maholm, who went to Mississippi State, still managed to get along.
Barely.
There's one to center field. That's going to get down and past Michael Bourne. Woods scores. Presley on the move to third. And he is in. Safe. 5-3 Pirates. Second triple for Presley. And his 6th run batted in.
And as Michael Myers would say, yeah, baby.
Alex Presley has delivered a number of multi-hit games in his short stint. Watch him get out of the box and run.
Nick Leyva just going over for the welcoming. One more for Paul. One more for Paul.
Darno fouls this one away. Chase Darno with 2 hits and 2 runs scored. Multi-hit game for him. Presley had a 2-hit day yesterday. Another multi-hit game. Went 0 for 4 in the nightcap Saturday, the doubleheader. But in the first game had 3 hits also. Ever since he has set foot on the field in Toronto, he has contributed. Chase Darno trying to add another with 2 outs. 1-1. Darno shoots it foul and out of play. Ball and 2 strikes to the Pirates shortstop.
So Presley came in at 310. He hadn't hurt that either with his 3 hits, has he?
Not at all. The baby-faced Bucks are getting it done.
Yeah, so we can say Elvis is on tour. You know, you got to get the nickname. I mean, if he's in the big leagues long enough, it's got to come, doesn't it?
Well, yesterday, you may not know this, the Pirates did sign Elvis. They signed a young kid in Venezuela, Elvis Escobar. So they did sign a kid named Elvis, but his last name's not Presley. Two-2 pitch. Darno, little number, fair ball. Pirates get a run, and Alex Presley, his 2nd triple. 5-3 Pirates.
Out there serving our country. We really appreciate what you do. Happy 4th of July.
Hi, I'm Alex Presley. I'd just like to say thank you to all the men and women of our armed services at home and abroad on this 4th of July.
Hey, this is Chris Friesop with your Pittsburgh Pirates. I just want to say thanks to all our troops out there. We really appreciate your support, and happy 4th of July. Thanks for rooting for us.
Welcome back to 4th of July here at PNC Park in Section 105, which is really the For the Troops section. And Staff Sergeant Jeffrey Talco, this one's for you. I say that because this is your lovely wife, as you know if you're watching on AFN, Beth Talco, and your 2 children. Hi, guys. Hi. How does it feel to actually be at the ballpark this afternoon celebrating with your family, but also your extended family here as well in this section?
Feels great. We're having a great time. Kids are really having a good time.
Now, Jeffrey has not been home since January, is that correct?
Yes, he has been gone since January 8th.
And you expect him back home when?
Hopefully by the end of November, possibly around Thanksgiving.
Now, he's been serving for almost 25 years. 24 years, but it's a full-time job, if I'm correct. Explain that.
He's active duty for the Pennsylvania Army National Guard. He's the supply sergeant and logistics for the 28th Military Police Company, which is based out of Johnstown, Pennsylvania. And he's been doing that for about 5 years now.
The Pirates are winning. There's a good buzz in the crowd. Obviously, a great afternoon. But the fact that everybody's celebrating the 4th of July and remembering what the soldiers do has to make you feel good inside.
Yeah, it does, because people really don't know the sacrifice that we make. And it's really hard in the military family, especially with young kids and their dad being gone, especially with the sons. And it's just great that people acknowledge, especially with you guys. It's just really great. It makes us feel good that people acknowledge what they're doing, because they really are making a sacrifice. And the big thing is they're volunteering to do it, which is the biggest thing that they can do. So, yeah, it's great. It's good that people acknowledge us.
All right, guys, come here. Both of you, come over here really quickly. I want you to look right into center field and say hi to your dad. Say hi, Daddy.
Hi, Daddy.
We miss you. Say, we miss you.
We miss you.
Miss you.
See you soon. Thanks so much, Beth.
Okay, thank you, Dan. It's been great talking to you.
All right, see you guys.
Thanks, Danny.
That stirs the emotions, doesn't it?
It does, because
you think of the service people themselves, and then you think of the families that are here waiting every day.
2-1 to Jeff Keppinger from Daniel McCutcheon, who takes over for Paul Mahal. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Keppinger with a pair of hits. He's 2 for 3. And really nice today, earlier in the ball game, when we had our special phone hookup to Afghanistan, one of the remote areas of Afghanistan. Those guys over there watching this game, cheering on the Bucks. Police operational mentor and liaison team. They joined us via the telephone.
Yeah, and they got the job done too. They got us some offense.
Walker, nice stab. He throws him out.
That's turnabout is fair play. Keppinger robbed Walker, and now Neal robs Jeff. They're even. These balls are hit so hard, you have to just hope that you got the glove in the right position. He did, and after that it's easy, but it all happens when the ball arrives. The glove is either there in the right spot or not. Neal going a little day glow with the lamps there.
Well, he'll wear those glasses oftentimes just to keep the dirt out of the contact lenses.
How about that?
Not wearing them today.
That's just a side of tie-dye stuff.
1-0 to Pence. This one to right center. And this will go. Pence will pull into second base with another double. This guy is a doubles machine. He's got 24 of them now. His second hit of the afternoon, continuing his 9-game hitting streak.
Well, the Astros have hit more doubles than any team in the National League, so this is not out of character. And he goes and pulls the body a little back away from the ball, but keeps the bat out there. Doesn't try to pull it, doesn't make that mistake.
First double for the Astros today. It's their major league leading 177th double. Coming into action today, they were 3 in front of the Boston Red Sox, who had 173. Now Boston playing at home against Toronto today, trailing 7-4 in the bottom of the 6th. We don't know if they have a double or not yet, but still Houston more doubles than the powerful hitting Boston Red Sox, who were tamed here at PNC Park. Pirates taking 2 of 3 against the Sox.
Well, this is going to be an exercise working on these last 8 outs, because it's the type of ball game that doesn't lend itself to 8 up and 8 down for sure.
Well, Paul Mahal on the pitcher record here, and the Pirates would love to do everything they can to hold it for him. And they don't want to hold on loosely. They want to hold on tight. Iron City Music presents Sky Blast, featuring 38 Special in concert this Saturday after the Pirates battle the Cubs at 7:05. Don't miss this classic American rock band performing all their biggest hits, including Hold On Loosely and Caught Up in You, while Zambelli fireworks light up the sky. Pirates.com to get your tickets. Carlos Lee gets this one fouled back and on the play. Nothing and 1 to Lee. 1 out. Pence is the runner at second base. Carlos Lee represents the tying run in a 5-3 game, top of the 7th. McCutchen's 0-1. Now it's 0-2.
You know, for a big guy with a big swing who has a lot of power, Carlos Lee does not strike out a lot.
He does not. He's one of the harder guys to strike out.
31 strikeouts, over 315 at bats.
Comebacker. McCutchen will take the out at first base. 2 men gone for the Astros in the 7th. Pence down at third. Chris LaRue pitched yesterday in his 2011 debut. The right-hander, the left-hander Daniel Moscas loosening up. LaRue recalled from AAA yesterday when Brad Lincoln was sent back after his spot start. And congratulations to Brad Lincoln, who really gave the Pirates an opportunity to win that game in the nightcap of the doubleheader. The bullpen got away from them, but one of the rare instances where the bullpen collapsed in a game for the Pirates. Michaels hits this one well deep to left center field. McCutchen, he's got it. Andrew McCutchen covers a ton of ground. Nothing across from the top half of the 7th inning for the Houston Astros. It is stretch time on the 4th of July. 5-3 Pirates leading.
We invite you now to stand, follow the bouncing Eaton Park Smiley Cookie, and join everyone watching at home on Root Sports as we sing Take Me Out to the Ball Game.
Happy Independence Day. Pirates leading the Astros.
Forces a happy 4th of July, including my brother Matt, who just graduated down at Paris Island.
I'm Joel Hanrahan. Just want to say thank you to all the armed forces out there for helping us and protecting us and keeping us safe on this wonderful 4th of July. Thank you for everything you do, and I hope you guys enjoy everything.
Hi, this is Chase Darno.
just wanted to thank all of our troops for all that you do. Happy 4th of July.
Welcome back to PNC Park. It has been a very good day. And Jones hits this one to deep left center field. Michaels over to play it in front of the north side notch. The pitcher on, left-hander, Sergio Escalona, who takes over for Brett Myers. Escalona now in charge on the mound for Houston. And Escalona will face Andrew McCutchen. McCutchen likes the lefties, hitting .349 against left-handed pitching. He has reached base safely in each of his last 15 games, has McCutchen, including today where he had an RBI double in the 3rd inning.
Brett Myers on the hook at this point. 6 innings, 5 runs, 4 of which were earned, 13 hits, didn't walk a batter, struck out 1.
1-1. Big cut. Ball and 2 strikes. Well, Myers is not quite the same Myers we had seen last time against the Pirates. Last year, he had not pitched against the Pirates this year. He had a 4-game winning streak going personally against Pittsburgh, but that will not continue after today. And McCutchen goes down on strikes.
Curveball. Picks up that outside corner. Backdoor breaking ball. There's a nice pitch. Gets the call.
Well, Neil Walker turns around to bat right-handed against Escalona. 26-year-old Venezuelan. Delivers ball 1. Escalona originally signed by the Phillies as a free agent in 2004, amateur free agent out of Venezuela. And Walker bangs himself a hit to left field. Second hit of the afternoon for Neil. 2-out single. Good to see Neil getting it going again.
Yep, nothing cheap on either one of these base hits. This ball tagged to left field. 2-out activity.
Lyle Overbay. Good day today so far, in spite of hitting into a double play in the 5th. RBI single in the 3rd, singled and scored a run in the 2nd. Two outs, bottom of the 7th. Pirates a 2-run lead.
Wow, what a beating Carperon has taken. That's 3 like left hooks to the head.
That was a knockdown punch.
I think Lyle ought to go to a neutral corner.
Well, that was a low blow, actually. On the foot.
Yeah, I thought sounded like he got another one on the mask initially.
Those pads cover a lot of the foot, but there are some uncovered areas.
And even if it hits the padding, you can feel it.
Looked like it got him on the side of the shoe, maybe. Or on the ankle, perhaps. Either way, it smarts a little.
Oh, yeah. It's not much fun.
You could tape an aspirin to it, get right back to work, or you can try to work it out this way. Well, the old days, they bring out the freeze spray.
That's right, freeze it. Whatever happens, pink eye, anything, freeze it.
Yep, freeze it.
Yep.
Can't do that anymore, though.
Is that ethyl chloride it was, or maybe Susan chloride? I don't know who.
Cold. It was cold, whatever it was. 0-1 pitch. And did he swing? Man, ball got a piece of the bat. Foul tip. Nothing in 2 to Overbay. He's fallen behind Escalona.
No, I'm not so sure about that.
I don't think it came close to touching the bat. Looking at the AGH cam.
They're just trying to protect the catcher now.
Wow. Can't get a foul tip if you're 4 inches below the bat. And a delayed steal, and Walker's going to swipe the bag. Neil Walker.
I think they're
nifty play.
They're taking advantage of the fact Carperon might not know where he is at this point.
Fifth stolen base here.
What perfect time to take off late. Right time to go.
Well, getting a runner in scoring position with 2 outs gives Overbay a chance to drive him in.
Would this be sweet? Just a little more breathing room.
Escalona delivers. Overbay fights it off. Right above the Clemente wall.
Now, if you think that's the most, not the greatest seat, if you were there in person, you realize it is wonderful.
Overbay to the gap. And Michaels cuts it off. No runs a hit, a man left. We'll go to the 8th. Pirates a 2-run lead.
Root Sports is sponsored by Day Automotive. We're going to make your day. Let's go Bucks.
Huge crowd on hand. Another sellout here at PNC Park. Enjoying the red, white, and blue of the United States of America on this Independence Day holiday. 36,942. It is the 4th straight sellout for the Pirates here. The first time the Pirates have ever sold out 4 straight games. It's the 8th sellout of the year. Most games the Pirates have ever sold out in a season, 9. And the Pirates won away from that. Here's Jose Veras coming on to take over for Daniel McCutchen in the 8th inning.
You just wonder if there's a carryover. Like we had 39 for each one of the games against Boston. Does that give you a credit after a certain number? I wonder. Probably not.
Wouldn't it be nice to see this type of crowd here tomorrow night for game 2? Xavier Paul goes into right field for defense. Paul is the new right fielder. And Jose Veras on the hill. Veras takes over for McCutchen, who won an inning, gave up just the 1 hit, and kept the Astros off the scoreboard. Didn't walk anybody, didn't strike anybody out.
More good pitching from the Pirates. 3 runs given up, but 2 unearned.
Pirates starting this game 2 games over 500 at 43 and 41. Game and a half back in the Central Division. It's got the bird buzzing.
Milwaukee will be hosting Arizona later on.
Also, don't forget that Cincinnati is being hosted by St. Louis. Cincinnati right behind the Bucks in the standings.
And something's got to give.
Ahead. There's Matt Downs. takes up high. The Brewers have to get in action with the way the schedule would go. They get in action with St. Louis. So an interesting time of the schedule where the Pirates play 3 against Houston, 3 against Chicago, then 3 more against Houston right after the All-Star break. This one a towering fly ball. Darno will call off Wood. Takes over for the first out. Downs is gone. So really an opportunity for the Pirates to make some hay in the Central Division and really put the baseball loving country on notice that the Pittsburgh Pirates are for real this year.
There you see it.
St. Louis and Cincinnati coming in here after the quick trip to Houston for 3 following the All-Star break. And Farmas takes a strike. The one thing the Pirates would like to get on the other side of, Steve, is getting to 3 games over 500. They have had 8 opportunities this year at 2 games over and would lose those games to go back to 1 game over.
All 8 times.
All 8 times. Thursday, Cincinnati and Milwaukee will go at it after Cincinnati takes on St. Louis.
Get a chance to give that our full attention. That's an off day for the Pirates.
Yeah, that's a 4-game series too. So one team takes 3 out of 4. The other team's not too happy. Team in black and gold is happy.
Yep. Black and gold happy with that big roundhouse curve delivered by Jose Veras to take it to 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strike pitch to Barmas coming up. He got him. Veras with a strikeout.
Back-to-back hooks. Captain Hook. All right, Captain, let's look at it again. Aye, aye. Captain. You see that cock of the wrist, and that puts the spin on it. Just tucks it right in, that grip, and that creates that curveball.
Right to Walker. Broken bat liner. And Veras, a clean inning in the 8th. Down go the Astros, 1-2-3.
Pirates. Just wishing all the men and women of our armed forces a happy 4th of July. Thank you for all that you guys do, giving us the opportunity to play this game that we love so much. Everybody come home safe. Thank you.
Hi, this is Michael McHenry. I just wanted to wish all
Pitcher for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Just wishing all the men and women of our armed forces a happy 4th of July. Thank you for all that you guys do, giving us the opportunity to play this game that we love so much. Everybody come home safe. Thank you.
Hi, this is Michael McHenry. I just wanted to wish all of our troops a happy 4th of July. You're in our thoughts and prayers, and thank you very much.
Hey, this is Tony Watson. I just want to wish all the armed forces out there a very happy 4th of July, and thank you for all the hard work you guys put in, and have a very good weekend.
For the troops here today on this July 4th, watching around the world on American Forces Network. Go Bucks. 5-3, bottom of the 8th inning. Bottom part of the order, Brandon Wood, Michael McHenry, and a pinch hitter and National League All-Star, Joel Hanrahan. See the stars right next to that Major League logo?
Saw that.
That's a little different thing this year.
An All-Star.
It's per the commissioner, who wants the All-Stars to be recognized. Then starting tomorrow night, he'll have them on the back of his regular game hat, too. Not today on the commemorative hat, but. And all the All-Stars around baseball will wear those so that they can be identified easily by fans that, yep, that guy's an All-Star.
Yep. Anario del Rosario on the mound for Houston now.
Pirates with 5 runs on 14 hits this afternoon. 3 runs on 6 hits for Houston. Three and 1.
A funny game offensively for the Pirates. 14 hits, yet just 5 runs. Maybe some more on the way.
Well, Rosario ends up walking Wood, so the Pirates with the leadoff man aboard.
Let's see if Michael can get the bunt down this time.
Well, we talked about a number of the guys who are on the DL. Pedro Alvarez, who has been rehabbing in Single-A Bradenton, had his rehab transferred to Triple-A Indianapolis, so he is getting closer to coming back to the big leagues. So he'll start, or I should say continue his rehab in Triple-A Indy. And Joe Beimel, the left-handed reliever who had been down in Bradenton with Pedro, is going to go pitch at Double-A Altoona. And Beimel expects to throw an inning in their game today. He is on his return to pitch program. Pedro Alvarez going to AAA. He'll see some more advanced pitching now. So he comes back from that right quad injury that has set him back since May 21st when he went on the disabled list. Clint Hurdle has maintained he's not worried about the guys who aren't here. He's only concerned about the guys who are on a day-to-day basis. That's all he can worry about. Well, McHenry gets this bunt down. Corporan will throw to Keppinger covering. This time McHenry gets the sacrifice bunt down, moving Wood over to second base.
See if the look is any different. Now that's the same way he looked when he missed before.
This time he kept the head of the bat up. Last time he dipped the end of the bat and fouled it off. Xavier Paul, first at bat. He came in as part of the double switch, so entered in the 9 spot. Xavier Paul has been battling just a minor problem with a hamstring. Talked to him the other day about it. Said he's feeling pretty good. Roller to the right side. Keppinger will throw him out, and Wood goes down to third on the play.
I think you're going to hear some noise if the save situation remains intact. When you see that bullpen door open, you're going to hear 36,000 plus. Give the All-Star a little welcome.
It's almost hammer time here at PNC Park. Waiting for the hammer, Joel Hanrahan, who's warming up in the bullpen. And Doug Brokaw, the pitching coach, wants a word with Anario del Rosario. Broke took over for Brad Arnsberg, who was actually fired in June when the Pirates were in Houston. He had been working as a special assistant to general manager Ed Wade, and the project he was working on at the time was looking at players that they might be interested in trading or trading for, and evaluating players for the trading deadline. And next thing you know, he's in uniform as the acting pitching coach.
Folks getting revved up here, looking for a little more insurance.
Alex Presley, what a day for him. 2 singles and a triple, a run batted in. Can he get another RBI? He's got Wood at third. And takes ball 1 low. Last year, the 2010 Minor League Player of the Year in the Pirates system, Alex Presley. Earned himself a call-up in September, played 19 games. 2-0. He is one of the baby-faced Bucks. Now they're going to walk him. Carlos Corcoran has a few inches on him, Steve.
Yep. He bruises on him, too.
Intentional walk puts Presley at first base, first and third. And Chase Darno, who's 2 for 4 with a pair of runs scored, will get a chance to drive in Wood. Against the Boston Red Sox, Chase made his debut. His first major league hit was a triple off the left field wall. Parrott came with the right cap today. He's got the commemorative 4th of July hat. Best dressed Parrott in the league right there.
And he is a Patriot.
Left to third, fake to first. Chase Darno waiting for the pitch. Little roller to the left side, but it's off his foot. Foul. It's not the one he wanted anyway. Darno with an 0-1 count.
Yeah, Corcoran is talking to him. You think that hurt, buddy? I've been back here all day, taking shot after shot.
Corcoran might just be a walking bruise after the game.
I didn't want to hear it from anybody.
There's the hammer. Going to come down on Houston in the 9th. Bottom of the 8th, 2 men out, 2 on. And Ariel Del Rosario deals. Presley takes off, pitches high, no throw. And a stolen base credited for Alex Presley.
They're going to come up with any kind of song for Hanrahan, like Maxwell's Hammer. Wasn't that a Beatles song? It was. Or a Sledgehammer, Peter Gabriel.
That'd be the better one.
Yeah.
Outside for ball 2. Well, Hanrahan, very humble, but certainly proud about the opportunity to represent the Pirates as an all-star for the first time. He said the other day that when he was a member of the Washington Nationals and he was struggling, he said he sat in the clubhouse on the other side, meaning Washington's clubhouse, and searched for answers. Couldn't figure things out, and here he is. 24 out of 24 in save opportunities, among the league leaders.
And that's what they mean when they say a guy, all of a sudden he gets it. It's there. Understands it. He can do it. He can do it consistently, not just every once in a while.
Runners at second and third. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Chase Darno. He wants time.
Yeah, we got the wave going now. This is serious stuff.
Eighth sellout crowd of the year at PNC Park. 4th in a row. Darno lifts this one right over to the lead, and that'll do it. So Pirates will strand 2. We'll go to the 9th, and it is hammer time at PNC Park. Here comes the All-Star, Joel Hanrahan.
Baseball on Root Sports is sponsored by Levin Furniture, home of the Tempur-Pedic, the most recommended mattress in America. Let's go Bucks!
The hammer on the way in from the pen between innings.
What a welcome.
Joel Hanrahan hoping that flag will get raised here. 3 outs. He'll face a pinch hitter to start. Left-handed batter Brett Wallace.
Among other things you need to know about Joel Hanrahan, his last 31 innings. 31 innings covering 31 games, 3 runs given up.
He can take the league with a save here. Also with a save here, he would set a franchise record for the most consecutive saves without a blown save. And Wallace takes strike 1 at 96.
3 runs in 31 innings translates into an ERA of 0.87, under 1.
He has tied Mike Gonzalez's club record from 2006 with 24 straight. And he's 1 save shy of tying Mike Williams for the club record for most saves by the All-Star break. He had 25 prior to the break in 02 and 03. Strike on the corner. 1-2.
That's on the edge of the grid. At 90 something.
The 1-2 pitch. A little high. 2-2. Joel consistently 97, 98 miles an hour on the road trip.
And the filthy, nasty slider to complement it.
He hasn't thrown that one out there yet to Wallace. 2-2 pitch. A little low and the count full. 3-2.
Don't need any base runner.
2-run lead for the Pirates in the top of the 9th. A warm Independence Day game here at PNC Park. Pirates looking to go 3 over 500 with a win here if Hanrahan can lock it down. The 3-2 pitch. Up in the air. Walker going out after it. He's got it. He is called off by Paul
properly.
1 down. Neal looked like he was settled underneath it, but smartly, when you hear the outfielder behind you, get out of the way, and that's what Neal did.
Yeah, and Paul had to holler pretty loud with the noise in this yard.
Hanrahan trying to save it for Paul Maholm. Maholm went 6. Gave up 3 runs, so only 1 of those runs earned. Michael Bourne, a ground ball to second. Neil Walker throws him out. 2 down, 1 to go.
They're up on their feet.
Well, you got to get out here tomorrow and see these Buccos. Keep tuning them in also.
What a welcome home for this baseball team by this turnout this afternoon, and the Pirate team is paying them back. Trying to overcome 3 errors committed in 1 inning to pick up a win. Doesn't happen very often, but they're 1 out away.
Jeff Keppinger at the plate. 0-1. 97-mile-an-hour heat
in on the hands.
Keppinger, 2 out of 4.
This kind of setting, this kind of game, this kind of crowd makes you realize how good it can be here. Simple as that.
Hanrahan's 1-1 pitch. Keppinger takes up and in. 2 balls and a strike.
I would think, never having been a closer, it's hard to contain the adrenaline in these kind of situations. You got the first 2 outs, you're in control of this inning, and you just got to control it, harness it.
So left field, Alex Presley's got it, and the Pirates win on Independence Day. and go to 3 games over 500. Joel Hanrahan, his 25th save in a row. He's the National League leader in that category. Paul Mulholland gets his 5th win. What a win here today in front of a full house.
It doesn't get much better. The only way it can get much better is to keep doing it. And they've got a chance as they get off to a great start here on a homestand where they have a great opportunity to make a whole lot of hay.
Pirates providing some daytime fireworks today. 9-4 over the last 13 games are your Pittsburgh Pirates. They win it here today 5-3. Stand by. Pirates postgame is coming up on Root Sports.